Wow, right? I mean, come on. You got to tell me that there's a little degree of excitement. I think there's going to be two groups of us, right? There's going to be one, you get it. You could kind of understand the once in a lifetime potential behind this initiative. You know what I mean? And you get it. You can grasp it. And then the other group of us here, if you're anything like me, you're probably having trouble wrapping your mind around really the enormity that sits behind an opportunity like this. But regardless of where you're at, first of all, thanks for watching that stuff. I want to share a few thoughts and impressions on what I think and just share, where I see that this is going. I'm not a huge number guy, right? I think when you see presentations, you get lost in numbers and stats. You want to hear, well, what's in it for me or what's the emotional attachment there? But important to understand, this is not a startup company. So this company, Stream Energy, right? They started in 2005. They are already a $5 billion profit company, okay, which is pretty unheard of in that short stretch, in that short period of time. Matter of fact, they are already a $1 billion a year profit company, which just to kind of conceptualize that for you, the only company that was able to grow to $1 billion in annual sales quicker than this company here is Google. All right, you guys know Google, they're worldwide, they've got potential for customers all over the world. Ignite and Stream Energy were really built that billion dollar a year mark in two main states, Texas and Georgia. So that should do a good job of highlighting, wow, they were able to do the equivalent of what Google was able to do all over the world. So as it relates to energy, it's a huge market, and it's very here and now. All of what you've just seen is never been seen before. Okay, so you guys are really in the driver's seat behind what I believe is a phenomenal opportunity. Key points to really take away from this. Ignite, Stream Energy, they built that empire in 5 states. I said really 2 main ones, but we'll say 5 states, okay? Well, we just went from 5 states to 50 states in a sense overnight. This CleanNation initiative is from Maui to Maine, okay? So to say that we spread in our geographical footprint is an understatement. I mean, we are from Cali to Maui to Maine. Again, we're nationwide. Let's understand what made Ignite as successful as it was, just to kind of brief you guys quickly. The driving factor, the backbone behind Ignite was the residual income, the income that comes to all the individuals on a monthly basis, whether you're working or you're not. I mean, that's what made Ignite as successful as it was or is. So they've captured that same residual income, and they've carried it over to CleanNation, okay? They eliminated the biggest barrier to entry for Ignite, and that was the startup fee. There was a $300 startup fee for any individuals interested in getting involved with Ignite. And as you guys know, not everybody has $300 lying around. So they've eliminated it. There is no startup fee. There's no cost to get involved with CleanNation, okay? And then finally, they've made the business model easier. You had to get really 3 people to come in below you with Ignite, and that's 3 people investing $300. So it wasn't easy. What they've done now with the CleanNation, it's more fun. It's a hell of a lot more easy or easier, and so it just really makes a lot of sense on a few different levels. But just to brief you guys quickly on the energy industry or the energy market right now, and very loosely speaking, I'm not an engineer or so on and so forth, but 85% of all energy that's generated right now comes from conventional energy sources. So like fossil fuels or foreign oil, or really the things that really pollute our environment and that you're starting to hear more and more about are taking a toll on our environment and our country as a whole. So 85% comes from those conventional means. Now 15% comes from what's called renewable energy. Okay, renewable energy comes from the wind turbines or the geothermal or the solar panels that are becoming more and more prevalent. So 15% is renewable, 85% is conventional. The conventional is kind of harming the environment. What CleanNation is going to do, not what we're looking to do, but what they're going to do is they're going to shift that pendulum from 15% and 85%, hopefully to 50 and 50 quicker than we know. So I think it's a really neat initiative. I want to review quickly really what CleanNation's all about and really dilute it down to its simplest form so we really kind of get a base understanding. 4 main legs, okay, if you follow me on this. First of all, it's free entry into the business. Understand that. There's no hidden costs. There's no hidden fees. It's free entry into this business. Second, you get a free website for coming on board with this business. So immediately you have free online presence, which for most of us, especially north of 40, I don't know that you've ever had any online presence. So that it's exciting. Free entry, free website. And then the third component, the third leg, for less than $20 a month, so for $19.95 a month, you are purchasing what's called a REC. It's a renewable energy certificate, as they told you in the webinar. It's 1,000 kilowatts of renewable energy. So for less than $20 a month, you're doing your part to lessen or reduce your carbon footprint on the environment. It's something that not a lot of people can say, and I think it's pretty, it's a noble effort to say the least. And then number four, and the reason why I think the majority of people get excited about this, is the money opportunity, the residual income that you can earn on a monthly basis, reoccurring income. If you follow that chart and you go down just 5 levels, I mean, you saw the kind of numbers that they highlighted. It's unparalleled in the world of network marketing. So again, those are the 4 main legs. I think as it relates to different people who see it, we're going to have 2 main types of people, right? You're going to have the people that I like to refer to as environmentalists, people who are environmentally friendly, tree huggers, if you will, okay? People who want to do everything that they can to reduce their carbon footprint and make sure that they're doing their part to help clean up the country. So you have that person, and by default, by that person being interested in helping out with the cleaning up the environment, by default, they're going to make a lot of money. They're going to do very well with this, again, if you follow that compensation chart. And then the other type of person, which I think is going to be the majority of us, is the individual that needs to or wants to create a better life, or just that supplemental form of income, or that plan B, or just wants to do better for themselves or better for their family. And those people by default are going to be doing their part to help clean up the environment. So the relationship that exists is truly symbiotic. It's a win-win type of relationship, and again, I think that's what really captures the power and strength of this type of initiative. So there's different thoughts that I've written down, or I've shared with my team, or the individuals, colleagues that I've worked with already. And I want to share one in particular that I think does a good job of conceptualizing what we have our hands on here, right? I think if you understand the wealthiest people of our time now, or even the wealthiest people before us, they all had one major common denominator, if you will, okay? They all were able to take advantage of a revolution of their time, right? So if you think about it, there was an industrial boom, okay? Some of the wealthiest individuals of that time took advantage of that. There was a technology boom, a dot-com boom, a real estate boom, a mobile boom. So the people that were able to position themselves to take advantage of the revolution of their time, they really did quite well. What we have right now is the energy boom. And to be very, very forthright and frank, the energy market and industry as it exists is a hell of a lot bigger than some of those booms that I just spoke to you about. So again, it's here and now. People talk about getting in ground floor. Well, we're in the pre-launch phase. We're not even at the ground floor yet. It launches August 15th. That's why I'm trying to get this message out to you guys as soon as I could. Another key point that I wanted to highlight with this, going back to being environmentally conscious, whatnot. That 1,000 kilowatts of renewable energy that you're purchasing each and every month for less than $20, that's no small order. I think if you watch the webinar, it highlights it's the equivalent of, I believe, planting 22 trees 10 years ago. Okay, it's the equivalent of using 916 gallons less of gasoline each year. So it's no small order. So what we're doing, or what we have the power to do, is really, again, shift that pendulum. And contribute more towards using renewable energy and cleaning up the environment and making money, while we're doing it. So it's really a win-win, and it's just a mind-numbing opportunity. I've had trouble sleeping, and I know a lot of the people that I've showed this to have had as well. So we're excited about getting started and whatnot. One thing also to really remember, and that I want to highlight, is these RECs, it's nothing new. It's not a new concept, okay? RECs have been purchased for the last 2 decades, okay, by the companies, the largest companies that we've all come to know and shop and go to. Your Googles, your Starbucks, your Walmart, your Intel, your Amazon, so on and so forth. They've been purchasing RECs for years now, okay? This is the first time CleanNation is really the pioneer as far as releasing it or opening it up to the residential market and allowing us to not only do our part to help again reduce the carbon emission, but make some money in this huge market, huge industry. So it's very, very, very exciting. last point that I want to leave you with is some people I show, they say, Pete, this is just unbelievable and it's so exciting. We're excited, but we don't know how to sell, or we've never sold before. And God, one of the things that I really, really want to stress, I can't stress to you enough, is this is not about selling. It's really not, and I mean it. This is not a belly-to-belly sitting down with people and trying to convince them that they need to get involved with this. This is as simple as what we're doing tonight. It's a simple sharing of information. And through video and the webinar and this YouTube video that you guys all have access to, y'all can do the same. And I would encourage you to just put it out into the people that you know and love them, and allow them to be knowledgeable about this opportunity. And, I think... well, I know, again, this launches August 15th, and I believe by the middle of September, this will be viral, coast to coast. And, here's an opportunity for you guys to get involved with something before it gets that viral level. And, again, I appreciate you taking the time. I think you've spent probably just over a half hour with me now, and I was trying to be brief, but again, I'm really excited about this, and I'd encourage you guys, reach back out to me, ask me any questions that you have. If you're interested in kind of figuring out how we can get started, or how you can get started, let me know. I love y'all, and I appreciate you taking the time, and hopefully I'll see and speak with you guys sooner than later, okay? God bless. Love you. Ciao.